Hello everyone! Today we're having a look at how we can farm bosses constantly. They have just been debuffed in PoE 2 because people used to get a lot of uniques, I should say. But at the moment there is a way to farm a boss constantly, and this is what I'll be showing you. I just came on it by accident. So at the moment we are in the Lost City in Act 2. And you'll need around level 25-ish, 22 to 25 to be able to do this relatively safely. And from what I've seen, you'll actually need to be playing the witch class because of the way that you reset the boss itself. So this little boss that is going to spawn in this room has a checkpoint right here, and I've happened to it by accident by actually dying on the boss while the boss was killed by my dots as a witch. And then I respawned and the boss was there again. So therefore, I checked and I tried to replicate it, and we'll show you what happens. So I'm going to respawn at a checkpoint, which is the closest checkpoint to the boss, right? So the boss is going to spawn already, so we're going to have to kill it. Hopefully we won't make a huge mess out of it, but we're going to have to kill it here. So that's the boss dead. Okay, we're almost dead as well. We got a unique on our first try as well, which is awesome. We got the warp sandals. And then what you do is, if you want to do it again, you need to consume the body of the boss. So what I'm going to try and show you is, if I going to reset without consuming, so I'm going to respawn a checkpoint, the body's still here, right? So what you need to do is, and I don't know if any other classes can consume corpses or if you can access a way to consume corpses. What you want to do is consume the corpse. And for example, here I'll have to trigger this thing here to be able to do it all over again. Okay. And then just get rid of this as well. And then what we're going to do is respawn a checkpoint, confirm, and voila, the boss is back. So this is the only way at the moment that I found that you can easily farm a boss, because otherwise what you'd have to do is always go through the map over and over. And that's our build at work here. Everything explodes, everything goes boof, and then it drops here. And of course, because it's a boss, even though it was debuffed and you won't be able to get as many insane uniques as before, you're still able to get quite a few decent amount of things. So I'm just going to show you a couple of things that I've received. Mainly is going to be all the nice orbs and all the nice things that you need to upgrade your skills, your gear, and so on and so forth, because it's a boss in the end. And then in the stash, you look, I've managed to get 2 exalted orbs, which I didn't have before, 5 regal orbs, one of these, which I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but it actually gives you a slot on one of your skills, so no supporting skills. So you get to add an extra slot to a gem and then add more stuff to it. So more supporting skills and a plethora of other things, including a lot of other goodies. And we're going to identify these sandals real quick, and then I'm going to show you how to find the boss room. So these are the sandals. Any chance you have movement speed? Wow, you have movement speed. Very nice. So to be able to reset the map, in case you didn't know, not that you want to reset the map, because this will be the official way of resetting a map. So you go into the Lost City, you hold Control and Shift, or you hold A down on the controller or X on the controller, and you create a new instance. So because otherwise we're still running on the 8 minutes 40 seconds of my other instance, so I'll create a new instance, and then it will teleport me, and I will try and find the boss room. Now we won't try and kill things too much, but yes, the gist of it, we need to try and find this room. Once we find the room, there it is. As you saw, we found it right away. And there you go. And then you proceed to try not to die because it's a lot of mobs. And I just dodged in the wrong direction because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. And he is dead. Get rid of these. Now, sometimes you go and get a little bit more lucky, and you'll have better spawns like the one that I showed you earlier. But other times, you'll be able to just not have so much wiggle room. And then again, what we're going to do is consume the corpse. There are many skills on our witch that allow us to consume the corpses, but it's easier to do that. And I just come here, to spawn a checkpoint, and there is the boss again. So that's it. That's it. This is how you farm a boss over and over. I don't know how long this is gonna stay here. It's probably gonna get patched. If I don't die here, it'll be great. I'm gonna die here. Yep. This is probably gonna get patched fairly soon. And so try and play and see if you manage to get your uniques or anything you need. Peace out. See you in the next one. And remember, if you want to see more of my content and if I helped you, leave a like, subscribe. And we're always streaming every day, either Diablo 4 or Path of Exile or more things on Twitch. So you can find links in the description below. And I'll see you next time. Bye.